Have you ever felt something inside you stir, a quiet hum, a subtle vibration, as if life itself were whispering beneath your skin? That pulse is energy, the river of life flowing through you. The Still Mind Studios presents Vibrational Healing Secrets, the Science and Spiritual Path to Energy Medicine by Sophia Harper. Introduction: The Invisible Current Within. In every breath you take, every heartbeat, and every quiet thought that drifts through your mind, there is energy, alive, moving, and intelligent. We live in a world filled with motion and noise, yet within each of us runs a gentle current that connects us to everything that exists. This book is an exploration of that current, how it flows through our bodies, our emotions, and our spirit, and how we can tune ourselves to its rhythm to heal and grow. Vibrational healing is both ancient and new. For thousands of years, cultures around the world have understood that health is not only about the body, but about the energy that surrounds and moves within it. Science is now beginning to catch up, discovering that our thoughts, our emotions, and even our environment can change our energy field and influence how our bodies heal. Imagine your life as a river. When it flows freely, there is clarity and movement. When rocks and branches block its path, the water grows stagnant. The same is true of our energy. Stress, trauma, or fear can build barriers in that flow, and vibrational healing is the art of removing them, of returning the water to its natural course. In this journey, you'll learn how energy healing is rooted in science and soul, how it draws from ancient traditions like Ayurveda and Chinese medicine, and how you can apply its principles in simple ways every day, through breath, intention, and awareness. Take a deep breath. Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Foundation of Vibrational Medicine. Everything in the universe vibrates. From the stars to the cells in your body, all matter is energy in motion. Vibrational medicine starts from this simple truth. When our natural frequencies are in harmony, we feel healthy and alive. When they are disrupted, we experience stress or illness. It is the meeting point of science and spirit. It does not reject modern medicine but adds a deeper dimension, one that recognizes our emotions, beliefs, and energies as active parts of healing. Imagine each cell in your body as a tiny musician in a vast orchestra. When they play in tune, the melody of life is clear and strong. When some fall out of rhythm, disease emerges. Vibrational medicine teaches us how to retune the instrument of the self through sound, light, touch, and intention. There are many ways to do this. Sound therapy, where tones and frequencies realign your energy. Crystal healing, where minerals with natural vibrations help absorb or shift energy within the body. Light therapy, which uses color and wavelength to stimulate balance. Essential oils, whose scents carry vibrational signatures that influence mood and emotion. Each modality is a language of energy, and when we learn to listen, the body responds. The goal is not to escape our human experience, but to bring it into alignment, to let energy flow freely again. This flow is our birthright and our path back to wholeness. Chapter 2: The Science of Energy. Science is now exploring what ancient healers have always known, that energy is the substance of life. Our bodies are surrounded by a biofield, an invisible web of electromagnetic activity that responds to our thoughts and emotions. Research from institutions like HeartMath shows that our hearts generate a strong electromagnetic field, one that can change based on how we feel. When we experience love, gratitude, or compassion, our heart's frequency becomes coherent and balanced, and this state of coherence improves our immune system, calms our nervous system, and even affects those around us. Every emotion we carry has a frequency. Fear and anger vibrate low and heavy. Joy and peace vibrate high and light. By becoming aware of these frequencies, we can begin to shift them consciously. Simple practices help us do this. Mindfulness, to notice what we feel without judgment. Breath work, to move stuck energy through the body. Meditation, to align our thoughts with the quiet rhythm of the heart. As you practice these, you may notice changes, a lighter feeling in your chest, a clearer mind, a sense of calm you did not force but simply allowed. That is energy healing at work. Science and spirituality are no longer opposites. They are partners in understanding the truth of who we are, energy in motion, aware of itself. Chapter 3: Ancient Wisdom and Practices. Long before machines could measure the body's energy, ancient cultures understood its language. In India, Ayurveda spoke of prana, the life force that flows through channels called nadis and centers called chakras. In China, Qi was seen as the vital energy that runs through meridians in the body, balanced through acupuncture, herbs, and movement. Across Africa and the Americas, indigenous healers use song, breath, and ritual to restore the flow of spirit and life within a person. All these traditions share the same truth. We are not separate from the earth or each other. Healing is a return to connection. In Ayurveda, we learn that each person has a unique constitution, a blend of elements that shape their body and temperament. When these elements are balanced, we thrive. When they are not, we suffer. Energy healing aligns with this understanding. It seeks not just to fix symptoms, but to restore the whole system to harmony. Traditional Chinese medicine adds another lens. Qi flows like a river through the body, and acupuncture points are the gates that keep it moving. When one gate is blocked, the flow changes and pain or illness can emerge. Through gentle needles, breath, or movement, we invite the river to flow again. In indigenous traditions, healing is never a solo journey. It happens within community and nature, through drumming circles, sacred songs, and ceremonies that honor the earth. Their wisdom reminds us that energy is not something we possess, but something we share. These ancient paths teach one lesson above all. Healing is about balance. Balance between stillness and movement, between self and world, between science and spirit. When we remember this, we begin to live from our natural state, a state of flow. Chapter 4: Chakras and Energy Centers. Inside you is a map, a network of luminous centers that turn and spin like quiet wheels of light. They're called chakras, a Sanskrit word meaning circle or wheel. Each one governs a layer of your physical, emotional, and spiritual experience. When they are balanced, you feel grounded, open, and whole. When they are blocked, the flow of life energy, your prana, slows or fragments. There are 7 primary chakras, aligned along the spine from base to crown. Think of them as 7 rivers feeding one great sea, your consciousness. At the base of the spine, the root chakra anchors you to the earth. It governs safety, stability, and survival. When strong, you feel secure and capable of standing on your own ground. When weak, life may feel uncertain, as though the floor beneath you shifts. Grounding practices, walking barefoot on the earth, breathing deeply into the belly, awaken this root, reminding you that you belong here. Just above, in the lower abdomen, flows the sacral chakra. It is the center of creativity, emotion, and pleasure, the place where life stirs with color and movement. When this chakra is balanced, you experience joy, sensuality, and flow. When blocked, life can feel dull or rigid, as if the river of inspiration has dried. To open it, dance, move your body, and allow yourself to feel, without fear or judgment. Rising to the solar plexus, we reach the power center or solar plexus chakra. This is your personal sun, the fire of will, confidence, and action. When bright, it radiates courage and purpose. When dim, you may feel powerless or uncertain. To strengthen it, breathe deeply into your belly and speak kindly to yourself. Affirm, I am strong. I am capable. I choose to shine. At the heart, energy transforms. The heart chakra bridges body and spirit, the physical and the divine. Here, love flows without condition, love for self, for others, for the entire living world. When open, compassion comes naturally. When closed, we feel isolated or afraid to trust. Practice forgiveness, breathe into your chest, and let your shoulders soften. Every heartbeat is a reminder that you are both giving and receiving life. The throat chakra, at the center of the neck, governs expression, the voice of the soul. It reminds us that truth heals. Speaking with honesty and listening with empathy opens this channel. Sing, journal, or simply speak your truth with gentle confidence. Your words carry vibration. Use them wisely. Between the brows glows the third eye chakra, the seat of intuition. It is the inner lens that sees beyond appearances, the quiet knowing that rises when the mind is still. Trusting your intuition means honoring that inner whisper, the soft voice that guides you even when logic cannot explain why. At the crown of the head shines the crown chakra, the bridge to spirit, the point where individuality meets infinity. When this center opens, you feel connected to something larger than yourself, the pulse of the universe, the rhythm of creation. Meditation, gratitude, and silence nurture this sacred awareness. These 7 centers form a spectrum of light within you, from red at the base to violet at the crown, a rainbow bridge between earth and heaven. Balancing them is not about perfection. It is about harmony, about allowing energy to flow freely in both directions, from the ground up and from the sky down. When the chakras align, your whole being hums with clarity and peace. Chapter 5: Energy Healing Techniques. Energy healing begins with awareness, but it grows through practice. Just as the body benefits from movement, the spirit awakens through energetic care, a daily tending of the inner garden. Let's explore some of the most gentle and effective ways to restore balance and harmony. 1. Reiki, the healing touch of universal energy. Reiki is a Japanese practice that channels life force energy through the hands. The word itself means universal life energy. A practitioner places their palms lightly over or just above the body, allowing healing energy to flow where it's needed most. You might feel warmth, tingling, or simply deep relaxation. Reiki works not by forcing change, but by reminding the body of its natural state, harmony. 2. Sound healing, medicine through vibration. Sound is one of the oldest healing tools known to humanity. Every tone has a frequency, and certain frequencies can calm the nervous system and clear the mind. Singing bowls, gongs, tuning forks, each creates waves that travel through the body, dissolving tension like ripples smoothing the surface of a pond. You don't need special instruments to benefit. Your own voice, humming softly or chanting, can bring resonance and release. Let the vibration fill your chest and flow outward like breath meeting water. 3. Crystal healing, Earth's frequencies. Crystals are living minerals that carry the memory of the Earth. Each one vibrates with a steady, unique frequency. Amethyst soothes the mind, rose quartz opens the heart, citron radiates confidence and joy. Holding or placing crystals on the body invites these vibrations to interact with your energy field, gently encouraging harmony. Whether or not you think of them as mystical, their natural geometry reminds us of order, the calm structure within chaos. 4. Breath work, the bridge of life. Breath is the most direct form of energy medicine. Inhale, and you receive the universe. Exhale, and you release what no longer serves you. Conscious breathing, slow, deep, rhythmic, activates the body's healing response, reduces stress hormones, and restores clarity to the mind. Try inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4, exhaling for 6. With each breath, imagine light entering your body and washing through every cell. 5. Nature and movement. Nature itself is a vast field of balanced energy. Walking in the forest, touching water, feeling sunlight, each recalibrates your vibration. Even gentle movements such as yoga or tai chi allows energy to circulate, loosening what has become stagnant. These practices do not add energy, but remind your system how to move it gracefully. Energy healing is not an escape from reality. It's a way to experience reality more fully. It brings you back into the body, into the moment, into the awareness that you are both physical and luminous. With each gentle practice, you begin to sense the life beneath the noise, the quiet pulse of being itself. Chapter 6: The Mind-Body Connection. Your thoughts are not invisible, they are frequencies that ripple through your entire system. When you think lovingly, your body responds with calm. When you worry or resent, your body tightens, cells contract, and the immune system lowers. This is the essence of the mind-body connection. What you think, you feel. What you feel, you become. Modern science confirms what spiritual traditions have taught for centuries, that the mind and body form a single, intelligent network. The brain communicates with the heart, the gut, and every organ through subtle electrical and chemical signals. Even the language you use shapes your biology. Say, "I'm exhausted," and your cells obey. Say, "I'm recharging," and they respond with renewal. To heal the body, you must also speak gently to the mind. To heal the mind, you must also honor the body. When you experience emotional pain, it can manifest physically as tension in the shoulders, heaviness in the chest, or fatigue that no rest seems to fix. Through vibrational healing, you learn to listen to these signals not as problems to fight, but as messages to understand. The body speaks, energy translates. Simple practices help bridge this connection. Mindful breathing to calm the nervous system. Loving-kindness meditation to soften harsh inner voices. Gratitude journaling to lift the emotional vibration and train the mind to see abundance rather than lack. Remember, thoughts are like seeds. Whatever you plant repeatedly will grow roots in your body. Plant peace, and your biology will begin to mirror it. Vibrational healing reminds us that there is no separation between our mental, emotional, and physical selves. They are different notes in the same song. When one goes off key, the whole melody changes, but with awareness and compassion, we can retune and begin again. Chapter 7: Integrating Vibrational Medicine into Daily Life. Healing is not a single moment. It's a way of living. When you begin to understand energy as life's constant rhythm, you realize that every action, every thought, every breath is part of your medicine. The journey is not about adding more, it's about aligning with what is already there. Start with small rituals. In the morning, before checking your phone or rushing into the day, pause and breathe. Feel your feet on the ground. Visualize a soft golden light around you, the quiet energy of awareness. That simple act tunes your vibration before the world begins to move you. Throughout the day, listen to your body's signals. Tension in the shoulders might be asking for rest. A flutter in the chest might be reminding you to slow down. Energy speaks through sensation. Your role is simply to listen. In your home, create small spaces that hold peace. A candle, a plant, a bowl of stones, or a quiet corner for reflection. These become anchors for your energy, places where the mind can settle. Let your environment support your healing, not drain it. Practice gratitude daily. Energy flows where attention goes. When you focus on what is working, what is beautiful, what is kind, you raise your frequency naturally. Each grateful thought becomes a ripple that touches every cell. At night, before sleep, release the day. Visualize your body surrounded by light, your mind quiet as a calm lake. Affirm gently, "I am safe. I am at peace. I am aligned with the flow of life." These words are vibrations too, gentle medicine for the subconscious. Integrating vibrational healing isn't about rituals alone, it's about perspective. See yourself not as separate from life, but as part of a greater field, one that responds to your intention, your compassion, your stillness. When you live from that awareness, even ordinary moments become sacred. Chapter 8: The Future of Energy Healing. For centuries, energy healing lived quietly on the edges of science, whispered in temples, practiced in small rooms, carried through generations by healers and seekers. But now, something remarkable is happening. Science and spirituality are meeting in the same light. Modern research is exploring what healers have always felt, that the human body is more than chemistry and anatomy. It is frequency, emotion, and consciousness intertwined. New tools allow scientists to observe energy patterns, measure electromagnetic fields, and record the effects of thought and emotion on physiology. Hospitals across the world are beginning to include Reiki, meditation, and sound therapy as complementary care. This merging signals a transformation, not a replacement of medicine, but an expansion of understanding. In the coming years, healing will no longer be seen as just fixing what's broken, but as cultivating harmony across the entire system. We'll speak not only of curing disease, but of raising vibration, aligning mind, body, and spirit so that the body's intelligence can do what it already knows: restore itself. Technology, too, is evolving in support of this vision. Biofeedback devices that measure heart coherence, frequencies that stimulate calm brainwaves, even virtual sound environments that guide people into meditative states, all are steps toward bridging ancient wisdom with modern tools. Yet the future of energy healing is not in machines or measurements alone. It is in awareness. It's in every person who learns to listen inwardly, to feel their own energy, and to share it with compassion. That quiet revolution begins within, one breath, one moment, one heart at a time. The more we recognize ourselves as energy beings, the more we understand that healing is not limited by time or space. A kind thought can travel further than a hand. A calm heart can shift a room's vibration. And a peaceful mind can ripple through an entire generation. This is the future, not a theory, but a collective awakening. Chapter 9: Personal Stories and Testimonials. Behind every healing method is a story, a human being who felt lost, sought connection, and discovered that light was never gone, only hidden. Sophia, the author, shares stories that mirror our own. A woman who lived for years with chronic pain found release not through medicine alone, but through energy awareness. Each day she practiced simple breathing, visualized warmth flowing through her body, and whispered, "I am willing to heal." Weeks later, she began to notice subtle shifts: less pain, more calm, deeper sleep. It wasn't magic, it was alignment. Another story tells of a man burdened by anxiety, unable to quiet his mind. He joined a sound healing group. The first time the singing bowls rang, he felt vibrations echo in his chest. Tears came, not from sadness, but from recognition. He said later, "It was like my body remembered what peace feels like." There are countless stories like these, people rediscovering the natural intelligence of their own energy. Some through crystals, others through meditation, touch, prayer, or simply stillness. What unites them is the moment they realize healing is not something that comes to them, but something that awakens within them. And as they heal, the world around them shifts too. Relationships soften, creativity returns, patience grows. Energy healing, after all, doesn't end with the body. It ripples outward, touching everything we touch. Perhaps the greatest testimonial is the one unfolding inside you right now, the small, steady awareness that life is energy and you are part of its endless song. Chapter 10: Conclusion and Path Forward. At the end of this journey, the message of vibrational healing becomes simple. You are energy. You are vibration. And within you lies the same intelligence that spins galaxies and blooms flowers. Healing is not something you chase, it's something you remember. The more you align with your natural frequency of love, gratitude, and presence, the more life aligns around you. You don't need to master every technique or understand every theory. It begins with awareness, noticing how your energy feels, what raises it, and what dims it. Walk barefoot on the earth. Breathe consciously. Speak kindly. Rest often. Let music, light, and silence become part of your daily rhythm. And most importantly, trust that healing is your natural state, always waiting beneath the noise. As Sophia Harper writes, energy is the river of life flowing within you. No matter how far you drift, you can always return to that river. It remembers the way. Closing reflection, the still mind. Now, as this journey comes to an end, close your eyes for a moment. Feel your breath, gentle, steady, alive. Imagine a soft current of light moving through you, from the earth below to the sky above. This is you, body, mind, spirit in harmony. You are not separate from the universe. You are its vibration made visible. When you find peace within, you ripple peace outward. When you heal, the world heals with you. So take this stillness with you, into your day, into your work, into your relationships. Let your presence be your medicine. And remember, healing is not an event, it's a rhythm. It's the quiet music of being alive. The Still Mind Studios presents Vibrational Healing Secrets, the science and spiritual path to energy medicine. May these words remind you that the energy of life flows through you, always, and that your light is enough.